This is the plaintiff, Jay Shaw. He says the defendant shot across two lanes to make a left turn and slammed into his car, causing extensive damage. The police report supports his side of things. The defendant thinks he can get away without paying for his misdeeds. He's here to show him he can't get away without paying him the $1,432.22 he's suing for. This is the defendant, Joseph DiGiamo. He says the plaintiff was the one who sideswiped him, and he was the one who was hit, certainly not the other way around. The insurance adjuster found the accident was the plaintiff's fault, and if anyone's owed money today, it's him. He's accused of crashing and dashing. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,000, the amount of his insurance deductible.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant shot across two lanes of traffic, nailed his car. But the defendant says the plaintiff sideswiped him. It's the case of stay in your lane, bro.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Jay Shaw, you are suing Joseph DiGiamo for $1,432.22 that you say you have to pay to repair your 2014 Toyota Camry because, according to you, he was negligently driving his vehicle. You have a counterclaim against him for your deductible because, according to you, he was negligently driving his vehicle. All right. We have what purports to be a sketch of the intersection where this happened. There's a lot going on there. All right. Would you like to come over here, please, and tell me what happened?
I was going on Furrows Road.
Hold on one second. Why don't you grab a car? No, that's fine. You're good.
Furrows Road.
Okay.
I was here.
Uh-huh.
There is a traffic light. It was green.
Uh-huh.
I made a turn here and came here.
Okay.
And when I came here, I heard a third. So
You heard a what?
the third, the noise.
A turd?
Third, a collision,
Okay.
The impact.
Okay.
Impact of the other car. Now, I think, is it the front?
Yeah, that's the front.
This is the front.
Okay, so let's take the other cars. This one. Where did it hit you?
He hit me here.
Okay.
So his front end was all broken.
All right. So can I see pictures of your damaged car?
Yes.
Were the police called out? Ah,
Yes.
I spilled your coffee. Why do you have coffee here?
I always have coffee there.
Do you? Well, it's a wonder that in
Like
17 years I didn't kick your coffee before now. What
Never.
the heck?
Oh, now I'm not going to make it. How many
jeez.
cases we have left now?
I don't know. It's gonna stink in here. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Okay, so it wasn't a really bad impact. I mean, this is a pretty, I mean, I know any body work is expensive body work, but still. All right, so in the police report, what do the police say? Motor vehicle crash, only vehicle number one damage, right? The police didn't give a ticket to anybody, right?
No.
Because they don't know which of the two of you was in the wrong lane. Yeah. What happened according to you? Come on over here. Is there a median? Go ahead, get there first and then. Sorry. I'm not allowed to walk down because you're right. Okay, so is this concrete?
Yeah, it's low. It's like,
Yeah.
just like a couple of bricks. Like, it's not high. It's like a
Right.
brick height.
Okay.
So I was here. He was coming here. The lights were green to go across, so there's no turning arrows.
There's no arrows, so
No.
both of you had green lights.
Yeah, so I so he had his blinker on. I had my blinker on. I came in, and I had finished my turn, and he came in and clipped me here. Didn't stop. Didn't realize he hit me until I had pulled over a little on the median, and he stopped here. We wound up pulling over right around here for. This is where
So
the
according to
pictures
you,
are
he's
taken over
making a
here.
wide right.
Yeah, he made a really wide
According
right.
to him, you're making a wide left.
Yeah, according to him, yeah.
Okay, all right, everybody back to their places. So, did you each have insurance?
Yes.
You had collision on yours? Did you have collision on yours?
Yeah.
So did you tell your insurance company paid to fix your car?
I did not. I went after the other insurance company because it was my contention, and police report supports that it is the fault of the other driver.
How does a police report support that?
Police report, I underlined those.
Motor vehicle crash, 2 vehicles, property only. Vehicle number 1 was making a right turn south, and it was struck by vehicle 2. Damage to vehicle 1 is on driver's side. Vehicle 2 reports traveling westerly on Furrows Road, made a left turn, and was struck by vehicle 1. Tell me how that says whose fault it is.
So, who wins, both or neither?
Neither.
Why?
Because what if they're both on the scheme and they're both want to get paid?
Well, it's not a scheme, but you can't tell who was the one who made too wide the turn. Does either side win?
Well, either side means that everyone pays his own damage. That's it.
That means nobody wins going inside the courtroom.
See, here's what the problem is, fellas. No one can figure this out. The police cannot figure it out. That's why nobody got a ticket. The insurance company can't figure it out, so they're not going to just hand you money. And the judge is having difficulty. Because if you're here and you're making a left, you know, traditionally speaking, the person making the right has the right of way. However, I don't know if this is how it happened because you made a wide right, or if this is how it happened because you were trying to get into the left lane because you had somewhere else you wanted to go. I have no idea, in other words, if the accident happened here or if the accident happened here, and neither does anybody else. Each of you portray it as you're each in your own right lane and the other person comes and hits you. You know, and I don't know how y'all expect. This is when it comes in handy to have collision insurance, you see? Because for those days when no one is going to know, unless they had a hidden camera on you guys, who went into whose lane. Because he has a right to go into the lane closest to him. You have a right to go into the lane closest to you. And apparently someone overshot or overshot it. I just don't know which of the two of you overshot it. You say it's him. He says it's you. And the thing is, each of you have the burden of proving each of your cases. You have the burden of proof when you come into court to persuade me by a preponderance of the evidence that things happened your way. And you have the burden of proof when you come into court on a counterclaim to persuade me that it happened your way. And there's not a whole lot of persuasion going on in here. I have no idea which of you is right. So just like the police and the insurance company, I can't render a decision for either one of you, okay? Yeah, what you got?
I have an email from the insurance company adjuster, my insurance company, saying...
He wasn't there.
No, they weren't there.
Okay.
Your claim, Safeco found that you are not at fault for this loss. I have a check for $1,100 that they paid us to fix the truck, which is minus the deductible.
Yeah, well, they have to pay that because they're, whether you're at fault, I mean, you have collision, you said, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they cut us a check because they found me not at fault.
Do you guys have any witnesses who viewed the accident? Yeah, that's
I had my
weird.
dogs in the car.
You had your dogs in the car? Did you bring them in? Are they really smart dogs?
They are
No.
pretty smart.
Gentlemen, both of you go home. You're going to have to pay your own losses. Good luck.
Both sides, hold on right there, please.
Well, the plaintiff fails to provide enough evidence to win the case. The defendant, Mr. DiGiamo, has just come out. You said to the judge, the insurance company has cut us a check. You said us. What do you mean by us?
My parents and me.
Oh, your parents.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you included him in that or not.
No.
Okay, because a lot of people were thinking, what does he mean by that? All right, well, look, as the judge said, you got to pay, you know, your own damages. You got some insurance back, so
Yeah,
congratulations.
we're good.
All right, thank you very
Thank you.
much. Okay. Now, here comes the plaintiff, Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw, do you understand the judge's verdict and why she made
do.
the decision that way?
I do.
Okay.
I personally think, but that is my personal opinion, that...
That it was his fault? Obviously, you wouldn't have filed the lawsuit if you
otherwise
didn't.
I won't be here
Well,
all
you
the
just-
way from New York.
You just didn't have the provision, you know, the evidence to prove your case, and I'm sorry for you. That's the way it is.
That's okay. I mean, whatever happens, we have to accept it.
Very
you know.
good, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good. Harvey, again, lack of evidence, right?
Okay, this is a classic standoff on 50-50 right down the middle. When it's 50-50, nobody wins.